70% of jobs are not posted online, so there's a great chance that your dream job, you'll actually hear about it from someone else. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Brittany Hayles, and this is Hayles Consulting, a business dedicated to helping you gain confidence and clarity in your career. Today we are talking about networking, and most importantly, how you can use networking to get into your dream job. Now, I know the idea of networking and even the word itself isn't everyone's favorite, but the honest truth is that the people you meet throughout your career are essential to your career growth. So in today's video, I'm gonna be walking you through 6 ways you can start networking your way into your dream job today, because this is not about the traditional stuffy networking that we used to do before. It's about having fun, getting to know new people, and being exposed to new career landscape that you weren't exposed to before. Before we even get started here, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Also, follow Hayles Consulting on Instagram for more career tips. Let's get started. So the first way is to network on LinkedIn. Now there's 2 ways that you can network on LinkedIn. You can be a passive networker or a strategic networker. Now a strategic networker is you actually going in and messaging people and saying, hey, I'd love to set up time, blah, 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 blah. That's like the super traditional way of networking on LinkedIn. The way I believe LinkedIn needs to be used more often is in a passive setting. So if you know what your dream company is, your dream role is, or your dream industry is, you should be following people and companies and hashtags related to that dream job. And in addition to that, you need to be posting your own ideas, thoughts, designs, videos, whatever it is that you bring to the table, post it on LinkedIn, even your resume. At the end of the day, LinkedIn runs on an algorithm, and that algorithm is for you and who you're connected with. I know for a fact that since I started working at Google, there have been 3 or 4, maybe even 5 people that I'm aware of where they posted something on LinkedIn, whether it was a great design or a great article or whatever it may be, and somebody saw this content, showed it to a recruiter at Google, and they were like, this person's amazing, we have to have them here. Use LinkedIn and what it's supposed to be used for. It is a social media platform for you to share content. Now, the second way is to join employee resource groups. Now, almost every large company has employee resource groups, or better known as ERG. Now, these are spaces, organizations, sometimes just as simple as an email list, where you are grouped with people based off of similar interests or ethnicity, whatever it may be. And I get the question all the time, how do you network when you're shy or more of an introvert? A lot of shyness and introversion around networking has to do with interacting with people who don't share a similar interest with you. So if you're one of those people where networking sounds terrifying to you because you tend to be more introverted, an ERG group is perfect. Now, if you're looking to network your way into your dream job within one of these employee resource groups, you're definitely going to want to join a larger group, because there's a greater chance that someone in your dream role will be in a larger group versus a smaller group. So meet as many people as you can. And again, employee resource group, you're choosing to be in a group full of people with similar interests, similar backgrounds, or similar experience. So get comfortable, feel comfortable about speaking with them. Especially if you're a more shy or introverted person, this is the perfect way to network into your dream role. Now, the third way is to attend conferences. Every industry or role has a major conference associated with that industry or role. I'm in marketing. One of the biggest conferences in marketing is called Ad Color, and it's specifically for people of color in marketing. This is a conference where I could easily network my way into my dream job within the marketing industry or the media industry or entertainment industry, because these people not only are in an industry of my choice or desire, but they also have a similar background to me in that they are from an underrepresented group. And when you're picking which conferences you want to go to, make sure that they're speaking heavily about the fact that they have recruiters there, or that they're really passionate about making sure that you can land a role by the end of the conference. And again, if you're a more shy or introverted person, I am encouraging you to push yourself out of your comfort zone and just start speaking to people. Usually every conference has workshops or smaller sessions where you can go into with a lot less people. So try to attend those workshops and sessions. Again, if you can choose based off of your passion, interest, or even your background, try to go to one that's most relevant to you. Because if you're in a room full of 20 people, with a similar interest to you, it feels a lot more comfortable to start talking about your desires and where you potentially want to work. So I highly encourage you, look for those conferences in your industry or in your dream role that are the big ones, and sign up for them today. Now, the fourth way is to join Facebook groups. Facebook groups are similar to conferences in the sense that every industry, role, company, you can think of it, there's a Facebook group for it. And I can promise you that if your dream job is to be a vet, there is a Facebook group for vets. And you can dial it down even more based off of your ethnic background, maybe your passions and interests. Like, there is a Facebook group for everyone. So if you are a Black woman and you are aspiring to become a software engineer, I can promise you there is a group for Black women who are software engineers. And when you're in these groups, don't just be a creep and just join them and not interact. Like, talk to people, comment on their posts, like their posts, you post yourself. The more interactive you are, the better it is going to be for you to find that person in your potential dream job, or even to learn more about what the career landscape looks like. I'm in quite a few Facebook groups, and what I actually love about them, even beyond the networking aspect, is that people are so candid about what their experience is like at their company, whether it's positive or negative. So what you could think is your dream job, you may hear something about it in those groups that makes you realize, okay, I have to navigate this a little bit differently. Or maybe you may be exposed to an entirely new dream job that you weren't aware of before. So similar to an ERG group where you can join interests, Facebook allows you to do that even if you don't currently work at a company. So I'd highly encourage you to join one, find one, and try to make it as detailed and specific as possible. Because the more you niche down the group based off of who you are, what role you are in, what role you want, and what your demographic is, the better chance it is that you're going to be able to connect and feel more comfortable speaking and networking with the people in that group. So the fifth way to network is to join professional organizations. Similar to an ERG group and a Facebook group and a conference, there is a professional organization for every single role. Every role that you can think of, there is an org for it. One of the biggest professional organizations is the Society for Human Resource Management, otherwise known as SHRM. And this organization is really for people in HR or an individual who works in any sort of managerial position. Now, the benefit of being in these professional organizations is that you get to network with people who are familiar with what you do. Again, it is a lot easier to speak with and connect with people who get what you do. And in addition to that, a lot of these professional organizations have job listings, job postings, all types of things that can expose you to new companies, new organizations, and new job landscapes. You may be asking yourself, what if my dream role is completely different than the role that I'm currently in? It has nothing to do with it. It's not about it being in another company. I just want to leave this thing altogether. Joining an organization like this is still beneficial. Just because you're in an analyst organization or a doctor organization or a teacher organization does not mean that those people only know other analysts, other teachers, and other doctors. Every single one of those people within that org has their own network. You'll be able to share what your desired role is, and they will know somebody potentially who's in that role or at that company and in that industry. You have to look at it from a long-term perspective. So think of the bigger picture. Being in a group full of people that are just like you, it makes it that much easier to connect with them, that much easier to have a conversation and tell each other about your desired goals and career. Now, the sixth way is to prioritize meeting with one new person every month. Some of the coolest and most well-connected people I've ever met, I met at a coffee shop. I met at the movies. I met in a store. The most random places. We all have our dream roles or industry and our dream companies. And there's a great chance that yes, you have your dream company, but you don't necessarily know what the CEO looks like, what the VP of marketing looks like. You don't know what these executives look like. There's a great possibility that you were sitting next to a CEO. There's a great possibility that you are sitting next to a head of marketing. You don't know these people, and you don't ever know who you're sitting next to. Get to know the people around you, speak up, and spark conversations with people, because you never know who you may be talking to. I hope these tips have inspired you to go out and start networking and get really excited about the fact that if this is not the traditional 90s, 2000 networking anymore, we have gotten serious and we have made it fun. So join those Facebook groups, go to conferences, get on LinkedIn and start posting and sharing, because your dream job is closer than you think. As a career coach, I would be happy to help you develop a networking and job application plan for your dream job. Go ahead and email me at info@haylesconsulting.com or click the link down below in the description box. As usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, but do not forget to subscribe, like this video, also share it with anyone who you know would greatly benefit from it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.